All right, guys. For your Chapter 3 summative activity, I'm going to have you create a picnic scene, like a Labor Day picnic scene. Usually we do it right before Labor Day, but we started late this year and run a little slow, so it's after Labor Day, but same concept. So I've given you a number of pictures and put them on backgrounds that should be easy for you to isolate. So those are the pictures you have, and this is what you're going to create. So go ahead and follow along. I will show you how to do it step by step, and good luck. Hey guys, I want to walk you through your Chapter 3 summative. It's a fun activity. I'm going to have you do a Labor Day picnic scene. I know we're a week behind, but things got started a little later this year, so that's what I'm going to have you do. So there's some files that I've uploaded to Schoology, so you'll access those just like last week. You're going to go into Schoology and go to this week's folder, and there are going to be data files for you to get for the Chapter 3 summative. So go out and look for that folder. It should be easy to find. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to go to File in the menu bar, and let's go to Open. All right, so you're going to go to your download. After you download those files, you go to your Downloads folder to get them. Mine is in a different location, so I'm going to go get those there. I put them in a folder, I believe, called Picnic. And I'm going to open up the picture of the park, okay, and hit open. All right, so I found a picture of a park in Hawaii. I thought this was a unique tree, so this is the picture we're going to use. So that's fine. That's going to be our background layer. And we're going to bring in various items that represent a Labor Day picnic scene. So I'm going to go to File on the menu bar. I'm going to go to Open and start bringing in items the order they are on my screen. So I'm going to open up the barbecue chips first. Okay. And I've gone through and put different color backgrounds on these images that I got off the internet, because originally this came with a white background, but the fact that you just know color range and that's it, that's the only selection technique. If you try to select a white background, well look, there's white in the chips and you guys would struggle. So I put a purple background. So let's unlock this background layer. You're simply going to go to Select on the menu bar, you're going to go to Color Range, you're going to choose the white background, and let me uncheck Invert so I know I can see better. Hit my plus button, I'm going through there, and I'm going to get all the surrounding part how I want it, and then I'm going to hit Invert. That'll flip my selection. Hit OK. Grab your Move tool, and let's move that over to the park. We'll drop the bag of chips. Okay. So we have the bag of chips. That looks a little big, so with your Move tool, go ahead and hit your Show Transform control button right there. Resize it down, and hit your check mark, you're good to go. I'm unchecking that. So I got my bag of chips. Alright, so I can close that file, don't save it, and I'm going to go to File, Open. I'm going to go ahead and open my next item, which is one of the people that are going to be at your Labor Day party, which is Cartman. So a picture of Cartman. I got him off the internet, put him on a different background to make it easy, so go ahead and unlock it. Let's go to Select on the menu bar, Color Range. Let's uncheck Invert so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to click on the purple, hit my Add To. Okay. And then our fuzziness, we can adjust that if we need to. Really doesn't affect this picture too much because there's nothing close to that purple color within Cartman. We hit OK. And forgot to hit Invert, so now I need to go to Select, Inverse, do it after the fact, and move Cartman over. Alright, we're going to resize Cartman, so hit your Show Transform controls, size it down, size him down, and hit OK. And uncheck your Show Transform controls. Alright, so there's Cartman at our park scene. Let's go get another object. So I'm going to go to File, Open. Alright, we're going to put a couple chairs in there. Chair 1 looks like that. I didn't need to change the background color of white because there's no white in this chair. So I'm unlocking my background layer. Go to Color Range. Click on the color range, or right there, eyedropper, go through and get the other part of the white that I need. That looks good. That fuzziness seems fine to me. I'm getting a clean edge and there's no detail coming through, so I'm going to hit OK. I forgot to flip it again, so let me go select inverse. And now I'm going to move my chair over. All right, chair's a little big. Let's go to Show Transform Controls. Size it down. Move it over. Let's move it over behind the potato chips. So after I hit my check mark and uncheck my Show Transform Controls, I'm going to drop my chair below the chips on the layer panel. And let's name these now so we understand what we're doing. So that's going to be chair 1. This is going to be BBQ chips. This is going to be Cartman. Alright. Close chair 1 there. Don't save. Close Cartman there. Close them. Don't save. And I'm going to go ahead and open up the next file. So I'm going to go to File, Open, and go to Chair 2. I'm going to unlock it. And go to Color Range, select the Color Range. Got my hit right there. My plus. Click down here. That looks clean. I'm going to hit OK. And let me flip it because I didn't have the invert box checked. Take it over to Part. Drop it right there. I'm going to resize it. Go to my Show Transform. Put it behind Cartman. So I'll commit it, and I'm going to drop it below Cartman, so it's now behind Cartman. And I may want to move Cartman over just a little bit. Okay. And uncheck Show Transform Controls to get rid of that bounding box. All right, let me go bring in some more items. So I'm going to go File, or not File, Select. No, I'm going to File. Let's go File, Open. All right, Chair. All right. Cheesy poofs, you know Cartman likes cheesy poofs, so let's bring those in, so double click that. Alright, let's unlock your background layer, and I made it easy by putting a blue background. So Command and plus to zoom in, select on the menu bar, color range, and click on the blue, and add to button, and we're going to go right around this to clean this up. Right there. 87, well, am I getting detail coming through there? Let me drop my fuzziness a little bit because either my screen's a little dirty or I got detail coming through. And it looks like the screen's a little dirty. Alright, hit OK. Alright, so I've got my cheesy poofs. I'm going to invert that and I'm going to bring it over. Just realized that air conditioner is right next to the camera, so sound in this video may not be as good as normal. So I apologize for that. We're going to call that Cheesy Poofs. And hit OK. So we brought that in. Let's continue. File. File. Open. Alright, so Cheesy Poofs, we got chicken. We're going to bring in some KFC. So unlock that. And select color range, click on that, hit your Add To button. And let's invert it this time, save ourselves some time. So click that and hit OK. And I'm going to move that over. And let me resize it. That. And uncheck your Show Transform Controls and call this KFC, layer KFC. Let's go get another image, so open. Let's check in, let's go to get out of chipmunk. Alright, unlock your background layer. Now you'll see I was a little tricky on this, I threw a gradient in there. I don't know if that color is what I should have thrown in there or not, so let me see if it works. So let's go select, color range, click right there. Let me see if click in this area right here. Okay. All right, I'm able to do it. Okay, there is enough contrast within that color. So by hitting this Add To and going through and getting those areas, I'm able to get a really clean selection. I wasn't sure if that color was going to show up in the chipmunk. But when I created this radial gradient, I did this on purpose. I chose a light blue, so that's really not a white, that's a light blue in there, not the white there, so that's why it works. So I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to move the chipmunk over to the park. So now I got my chipmunk on the park, and he's way too big, so let's show transform controls. Resize it down, and make him small back here under the tree. Okay. And uncheck my transform controls, and I've got a small chipmunk in the background. Okay, there's my chipmunk. All right, let me bring in some more items and move the file. Open. There's chipmunk. Let's bring some more chips in. All right, unlock the background layer. Let's go to color range, select color range. Boom. Get your uncheck invert so I can see what I'm doing. All right, now I'm gonna hit invert, hit OK, bring my chips over. And let me show you resize. Show transform controls. Size it way down. I don't like the aspect ratio on this one, so with Adobe CC, Photoshop CC, if you hold Shift and then you can adjust the aspect ratio. Okay, so if you hold Shift while moving in the any of the sizing handles, it will adjust the aspect ratio. So let me put that. Right there is fine. Actually, let me put it behind the cheesy poofs. Uncheck show transform controls. We'll just call this chips. And I put my chips below the cheesy poofs. So drag it down below the cheesy poofs. So now the cheesy poofs in front. And that's what I got there. Okay, looks like I forgot to name the layer. Chipmunk. So chipmunk. Oops, come on. Double click that. Chipmunk. Alright, so that's done. Let's keep going. File, open. Coca-Cola. Unlock your background layer. Select color range. Alright, this is a little, I like this one right here. Alright, so this makes you think a little bit. Now, see how the detail is coming through with Coca-Cola? It's because fuzziness is set too high. The color of the lettering there is too close in color to the gray based on this setting. So if I take this down, that goes away, right? So I'm going to take this one down. Maybe about 5. Take it down to 5. I'm still going to have some issues up there. It's okay for what I'm looking for. So then I'm going to hit OK. And not bad. One little error right there. So as we go through future chapters, I'll show you how to fix that. So let me flip my selection. So select and inverse. And now I should be able to move it over. And show transform controls. Command minus to zoom out. Uncheck show transform controls and command plus to zoom in. And I have my Coca-Cola. We'll put it over here in the corner. Okay? And we'll call it Coca-Cola. Alright, let's go add open. Gotta have Godzilla. Alright, so let's bring in Godzilla. So unlock your background layer. Let's go to select on the menu bar, color range. Click right there and add to your selection. I'm going to do it over here in my preview window to make it easier to see the contrast. Alright, I have the yellow selected. I'm going to invert it, so inverse. And go ahead and move my park over, please. Ooh, that came over terrible. Let me delete it. Let me go back to Godzilla. Command D to deselect it. Let me go back to select color range. Let me take my fuzziness up now to this great contrast, so I can go up to above 100, no problem. I'm gonna hit OK. Select, inverse, and I'm gonna move Godzilla over. All right, much cleaner. And I'm going to put Godzilla behind the chair. Okay. All right, so Godzilla. And I'm going to drag him behind both the chair layers down there. Come on. Oh, is there one more chair hiding down there? There is. Alright, so Godzilla is now behind my chair layer, and I'll put him over there. Okay, so I have Godzilla. Let me go ahead and open up the next file. Alright, it's a grill. Alright, we go to color range. And add to the selection. Now, you see how the detail's coming through in that silver? It's because this fuzziness setting is too high. So let me move that down. Yeah, about 37, 35, that's fine. All right, so that selects all the pink. I'm going to flip that selection, so select inverse. The grill is now chosen. I can move that over. And I've got my park with my grill. Now, I took my fuzziness down too far because you see that, I can see part of the pink background. So I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to close this mess I got going on. Alright, so I'm going to go back to grill, alright, and hit Command D to deselect it. Now I'm going to go back to color range. Alright, I'm going to take my fuzziness up. I'm going to go, look, even at 79, it's fine. There's no detail coming through, so I'm going to hit OK. Select, inverse, take this thing over. Drop my grill, and that's still got that. Again, let me hit backspace. Go back to the arrow. I got to go higher. Command D. Color range. Can't go much higher than that. It's going to mess it up. Do that. Let's do this. So the pink's not working. Do this. Trick the software. So go to your color right there. Let's go to. There's not going to be any blues in it, I don't think. All right. So if I get my paint bucket, I'll just click on there, and I'll click there, and now I can use color range on the blue. So let's go to select, color range, take this down, select my blues, add to my selection. Looks good. I'm going to flip it around and bring my grill over. Okay, that's a lot cleaner. Should have done that the first time. And let's resize it. And we can put it back there, okay? Open. Grill ketchup. Hit OK. And take it over. What did I do wrong? I'm gonna check. Oh, select inverse. Flip it around. Let's take ketchup over now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and resize that. Commit my transformation by the checkbox, right? Uncheck the transform controls. I'll move that up here. Come on, where did you go? I call that ketchup. Did I label my grill, or did I leave it unlabeled? I left it unlabeled, so that's going to be my grill. Alright, so we should be almost getting done. Almost be done. Not getting, be done. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my picnic blanket. Don't know if I'm going to bring it in. Alright, we got a picture of a Minion. Let's bring the Minion in. Let's go to select on the menu bar, color range, add to your eyedropper here. Alright, so the outside selected. I'm going to choose inverse, and I'm going to bring this guy over. Alright, so we got a minion back there. Let's go ahead and name that layer Minion. I think I spelled it right. Let's get the mustard, unlock the background layer, select. We're going to go color range again. And add to. Alright, let's hit the invert this time, save ourselves a step, hit OK. Move tool, move that over. Alright, let's resize it, show transform controls right there, size it down. Should be similar size to the, now we're going to call that mustard. Let's go ahead and open the next file. Alright, so we have a blanket here. Let's go ahead and use color range. Alright, so this one's going to be tricky. We're going to have to bump our fuzziness down because we have white within that blanket. Alright, so solid contrast. White on black's what we want. Hit OK. Go ahead and get your move tool. Let's move that over to the park. And we can put it underneath the chair and the food right there, and if you want to make it slightly bigger, you can. And call that blanket. Let me uncheck this. Blanket. Alright, so let's open up. Whoops, didn't want it. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Blanket, picnic blanket. We got a pizza box, unlock that. Color range. Hopefully you guys are getting really good color range now, because that's my intention. Alright, hit the plus button. We go through there. Get solid contrast, hit OK. Move the pizza box over. Resize that just a little bit. A lot of stuff in there. Let's call it pizza. Alright, gotta have a little soccer ball at the picnic. Let's go to select, color range, click on the red, add to your selection. Bump your fuzziness up, hit OK, and move your soccer ball over. Alright, show transform controls, resize it. Uncheck that, name your layer. It's called ball. And let's go to File, Open. And a bottle of Sprite is the last item we're going to take in there. And select, color range, the add to, hit OK. Alright, let's move it over. Put it right back there, we'll call it Sprite. And let's move it back below the pizza box. Okay, and then resize it. So hit your show transform controls. And hit OK to commit it. And oops, much bigger than Coca-Cola, so let's make it similar in size. And commit your transformation. Leave it there. Alright guys, that's what I wanted to see. Make sure all your layers are named. That's chair 2, I forgot to name that one. Alright, and that's it. Alright, good luck with this, and get this done and submit it to the link that will be on Schoology. Alright, take care guys. Bye.